April is Financial Literacy Month, a time dedicated to promoting education on budgeting, saving, investing, and empowering individuals to make informed financial decisions. This month, Intuit is stepping up with its second annual Hour of Finance Challenge. It's a nationwide initiative bringing real-world money lessons into the classrooms of high school and middle schoolers through interactive activities and games. Joining us to discuss this initiative is Dave Zasada, Intuit's VP of Education and Corporate Responsibility, and educator Miles Williams. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Dave, what has Intuit learned about the importance of kids becoming financially literate?
Yeah, what we've learned first is that those who are financially literate typically have higher savings and higher credit scores and are actually better at managing debt. And that's why it's just really important that students cross the high school graduation stage with the critical financial skills they'll need, really just as they're about to begin making financial decisions that could impact them long term.
Now, Miles, you work with students every day. How can financial education make a difference for students, and what gaps do you see in the classroom?
Having a healthy relationship with money is so important for our kids. We want financial education to be something that is relevant to kids. We want them to be able to have opportunities to understand money in a meaningful and engaging way. And then when they're able to do that, they can go into the real world with a lot of confidence.
Now, Dave, what is Intuit doing to help address this issue?
Well, for over 40 years, Intuit's been helping our customers become financially capable, and now we're actually leveraging that experience to do the same for the next generation. We're actually on a mission to help 50 million students become financially literate by 2030. We're advocating for all teachers, regardless of the grade and subject they teach, to spend at least an hour teaching personal finance sometime during Financial Literacy Month in April. And to make that really easy, we launched the free Intuit Hour of Finance Challenge. Now, the Hour of Finance Challenge provides teachers with a ready-made quick lesson plan on budgeting that they use with their students. And then their students play an online game called Intuit Prosperity Quest, which features real-world scenarios around budgeting, and students earn a score as they play the game. And then the schools use those scores to compete against other schools from across the country for a chance to win Chromebooks, as well as be recognized as a state or a national champion.
Online competition and prizes? Where was that when I was a kid? Now, Miles, tell us about using Intuit's tools in your classroom. What has the experience been like?
Well, the kids love the game. They love Prosperity Quest, and it's a fun and engaging way of talking about kind of abstract concepts and making them a lot more concrete and easy. It's meaningful to them. They enjoy being able to talk about credit scores and talk about finance and compete against each other and then against people across the country. They really enjoy that concept. Our teachers, it's another thing off their plate to make their lives a little bit easier and not have to have additional lesson plans or curriculum to internalize. And then families, I think they feel comfortable sending their kid to a school where they know that their kids are learning some skills like this.
Now, Miles, I'm curious. As a kid, my parents taught me the value of a dollar, the value of saving, coupons, budgeting. Are you seeing that you're teaching the kids such enlightening concepts that they're actually going back and teaching their families as well?
Certainly. I mean, we're walking down the hallway and they're asking me about my credit score and how I got my credit score where it's supposed to be. And being able to have those meaningful conversations hopefully are transferring back home and also pushing their parents to become more financially literate as well.
Now, Dave, for parents, teachers, or students watching right now, how can they learn more about the Intuit Hour of Finance Challenge?
Well, we're excited that over 100,000 students from schools across every state in the country have already registered to participate. But if there's schools that are out there that are still interested, they can just go to intuit.com/hour of finance to learn more.
What a creative and impactful initiative. We thank you both so much for sharing details about this exciting opportunity.
Thank you for having us.
We thank you for joining us on San Diego Living. We'll see you next time.